What's going on, y'all? Welcome back, episode 41 of the walkthrough. So, picking up here from Growth of Inequity side path. First of all, we going back down this way. We actually have to do the Wraithblood Ruins. Never took on the boss there. Now, I did tell Dex Arcane Builds, how to get there to get the weapon, as they didn't have many choices early on. But we didn't actually go and clear it ourselves yet. Now we did do Barry's quest offline there and show everyone how to do that. We also go ahead and get to that area. But yeah, so that's what we'll be working on. So we're gonna head on down to the Wraithblood Ruins, take out that boss, and then we'll be working our way into Dominula. And obviously after, I don't think we meant to come all the way down here. After we go to Dominula, we'll be able to get along, keep working on Millicent's quest line and work our way into this lower region. I did not mean to get here just yet, though. Alright, there's the Spirit Spring. For some reason, I thought we ended down here, but it's actually, it's like 3 layers to this place, so, give me a break, y'all. We're working our way back. So we did go ahead and clear all this. We opened up the cart, got the weapon, which, to be honest, most of us already had since we did the invasion here earlier offline. Where did I have my runes? It was a decent amount of runes, I feel like. But I ended up falling. Oh lord, they're all over there. Yeah, I think I accidentally fell off the bridge. I was trying to jump across, not realizing that the one bridge was too, because the bridge is broken up into different sections, you know what I mean? So the one I was trying to jump to was a little too high up compared to the other. Alright. Now I got my runes. Yeah, like I said, they're a decent amount. We'll just jump over to Bridge of Inequity. Alright, now we can just cross this bridge right here. And there's a graveyard we also had to take out anyways, so I guess it just makes the most sense to just do this from this side. There's nothing going to be in that carriage, we don't have to worry about that. There should be a graveyard right on the other side of the ruins we're heading to, and there's the ruins. Gonna take these guys out. Every reason not to. They're right here. Alright. So there's the ruins, but I did think there's a graveyard. It may be further down. Or it's either that or right up here on this hill. If it's not on the hill, we're just, gonna hit the ruins and be done with it. And here's the ruins. Yeah, just go through here, get all of our stuff, move on from there. This is a blood loss type of ruin that we'll be dealing with. I wanted to say this thing drops like some good crafting ingredients. This cleared out, we can see a bit. Yeah, so it looks like in this section all we're going to have is some crafting stuff. And do watch out for the dogs. These blood loss dogs are very lethal. And I don't know if they fixed it in the past, but they were like kind of malfunctioning to where they just stun lock you and really just hitting you, bop, 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 and proccing blood loss, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Now I'm hoping they fixed that in the past. I do not know for sure if they did or not. Here's the boss fight. The thing about this place is there's so much shit all over, and even though you're not getting nothing for killing anything, not really, just to be able to see everything, it's probably worth taking everything out that's around. Alright, so here you're going to find a red summon sign, and that's how you do Bar's quest offline if you can't do the 3 online invasion. So I did want to show that off. That's going to be the far, the far east of the ruins. Now, before we go for the boss, I'm just looking around, make sure we're not, leaving any items around or, anything like that. Alright, looks like we're good. Okay, so let's go on up and take out the boss. Here we go. So this is just going to be one of those sanguine nobles. I say just a sanguine noble, like they don't have the damn Reduvia and a blood loss rapier for arcane builds. But that's kind of what we're after, guys. To be able to get this weapon. As you see, it is Altus, so with our level, nothing's really going to give us that much of a challenge. There's a few things, but not really all in all. There you go. That's about as tough as that fight is for us now. I mean, my weapon's only 15, while everyone else's is probably close to like 21. But still, close enough to where it's not really an issue, especially with their affinity. So that's Bloody Howlis. So if I was considering going into an arcane build, I could use this to buy me some time. Like I said, this walkthrough is built upon every build, doesn't matter what you do. I just went to Strength Faith. I respect from Dex Intelligence to Strength Faith to properly set up a build for first time players, as I do find this build to be the most viable. But at this point, the build's set up. They got the Great Shield. So we found the Earth Tree Great Shield. For the recommended build for new players, Earth Tree Great Shield, Blasphemous Blade, Claw Mark Steel, all upgrade. After that, they just pick whatever spells they want to use and whatever armor. I've already showed them what the best talismans are. You got to boost your incantations, boost your fire damage for Blasphemous Blades, so you're getting healing, and your incantations are going to, also heal you, buff your defenses, buff your damage, and offensively. So everyone, their build's set up. At this point, I'm going to go into something else. I just don't know what I want as of yet. I mean, this isn't a bad choice. It does get arcane scaling, it does get blood loss. The Ash of War is badass, as you can kind of get in the way. Get out of the way, and then charge forth. And it does have arcane scaling. Blood loss built up at 33, and I am considering Dex Arcane. But to be honest, I just don't quite know yet, because the only Dex Arcane weapon I truly like is the one we're gonna get from Morgoth. So I'm kind of thinking about that, but there are some choices I can go with. Like I could do a dagger build with the Reduvia. I could use Eleanor's Pole Blade, which does get fire and blood loss. As bad as I was wanting to do this, I guess I could. It's just, I don't know. Moveset's kind of weird. Now the heavy attacks are obviously completely dope, and it is really fast. But I just, I get so used to a shield. But I guess if I was to use a twin blade, this would be the one. This is most definitely the best twin blade in the game. And that's the Ash of War. Actually, I think the Ash of War is a follow-up. So you hit that, hit it again, and get out the way. I also wouldn't mind just a real good, solid katana. Like going high dex, something with decent blood loss for a katana, keeping a seal on my offhand. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I just don't really know what I want to do yet. Obviously, I don't mean the stats, just kind of, checking it out. Just whether you can stats or not, it's still going to be a blood loss thing. I'm not really keen to, but that is pretty powerful. I can see why people like it. You're getting fire, you're getting blood loss. But yeah, I'm still, I don't think I really found the thing I want to do yet. So I've kind of just been fucking around. But from there, you're really gonna make me kill you guys just so I can move on. Really. Alright, so now it's time for Dominula. As we took the road of inequity all the way back over, we cleared all that stuff out, we go to the Shaded Castles. Let's jump over to, actually we need to go talk to Corin about Gold Mask first. Altus Highway Junction will be our next stop. Alright, how far are we from the level? I know it's getting up there. 90,000. That's actually really close, so let's go ahead. As far, even if I do change the build up, guys, I'm not really worried, you know, about levels because I'm still gonna have them. I'll just put them in, you know, different places. Where we at? So we're gonna faith up. So we got faith to 35. Guess we can go back to strength. But yeah, we're gonna go over here, talk to Corn, tell him about Gold Mask, then go back and talk to both of those gentlemen on the other side of the bridge. Kind of, you know, have that all pieced together. And then we'll be able to go up to Dominula to get that knocked out.
Ah, well then.
So, tell the noble Gold Mask his whereabouts.
From your description, of course. Bless the Golden Order, and to you too. May the Golden Order...
So the best bet, well, I guess if we just jump over to Forest Spanning Great Bridge where the nomadic merchant is, we can just take the transporter dead across. Now there is a site of grace across the bridge, but since it's at the bottom, this would probably be the faster bet. Keep in mind, if you guys want to do something with Strength Arcane, we did get the Executioner Sword, which is just a phenomenal strength weapon. Strength Arcane weapon. Very strong Action Bore. We could mess around with that, but then I'd still have to respec later in the decks if I wanted to use Morgoth's Curse Sword, so pretty much just need to wait, I feel like.
We meet yet again. Thanks to you, I have become acquainted with the noble Gold Mask himself, and taken my place by his side, as you can see. Have no fear. I will still teach you incantations as before, though we must do so quietly, such that we not disturb the Great Master's cogitation.
Alright, about the noble Gold Mask.
And though I know that the Golden Order...
He's so weird too. Actually, he's a big shot. Oh, I'll still teach you incantations even though I'm with the noble Gold Knight. This dude's crazy. He's just staring off from nowhere.
Further study, indeed, I applaud you.
And did he even add anything new? Not really. Still just a bunch of stuff that we could actually use that. Fire's Ring of Light before caster. I never had both stats to actually use this before, but it is 11,000. I wonder if it does good damage though. That might be a fun incantation to play around with. Let's see.
Furthest indeed. May the Golden Order...
Alright, so now we've talked to them, we're all good. Go to Road of Iniquity side path because I want to put on this incantation and see how it's hitting. Discus of Light. Then Elden Star's legendary incantation, but you need 50 faith on that one, guys. We're pretty far off from that. Let's see what this does. Oh, that reminds me of the one for the DLC. Okay, so that's one from the DLC that sits on the person. And it's just like bop, 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 bop. That could be kind of cool. Okay, let's work our way on up to Dominula. So this is going to actually pick up on Millicent's quest line after we actually, you know, go through, clear the village. So this is like the bottom of the village. As soon as you get here, you want to go to the right. You get an incantation from this. Oop. Jumped a little short. Oh, you fucker. I'm trying to see the damage of this thing. That's it. I guess it's meant to just come out fast. We could also try that up on an enemy too. Okay. Just going through them and then back. So all together it's probably doing 500-600 damage, which isn't the best, but it is quick. So just through them, back again. If it doesn't miss, I'm going to go with the fresh health bar. Boom, 287. It's kind of cool. It doesn't take much mana either. Alright, so now when you do this place, guys, you just want to, you know, make sure you're actually circling around all of your buildings and stuff like that. Just so you're not missing any items. There's going to be some buildings where there's like items on the roof. Besides that, you know, you're just kind of going around each side to make sure you're not missing anything. Usually, these ladies aren't going to mess with you unless you're messing with them, but since we killed the foot soldiers, that might be why they're after us. That one. Most of it's just like regular pickups, guys, consumables and crafting stuff. Just to be completely honest, I want you guys to think you might be missing something big. If you miss anything around a building, it's not going to be nothing too crazy. So this is going to be the main road that's going to send you up. Poison grease. We're going up this way, and that's just side path. That's going to lead over to the Phantom Wall, which we're not doing yet, and that's the other. No, that's the one tower we haven't hit yet. So let's knock that first before we actually go into Dominola. This is going to get you a twin blade. Now there is going to be a bunch of putrid corpses here. And some of those witch ladies too, so they're gonna try to explode and kill you and all that kind of stuff. So just, you know, kind of be on the lookout for it. There's the future corpses. Just lay these guys out. I guess I could stack up some damage if you're like, you know, you stay on it, and if it does come back through and hit them, it can stack up some decent damage. Sure. That's a blue hood, that's going to help with mana, like the other one. The red hood from Broderica helps with health, so that's going to be one for mana. We got the twin blade. Alright, now we can head on over to Dominola as we've hit, yeah, both towers. And Dominola is pretty short. You're just slowly working your way uphill, up, like I said, up a village. And you want to kind of just circle around the buildings, make sure you're not missing anything or anything like that. Alright, like I said, that path's going to bring you over to the Phantom Wall, which is that, you know, that's the next episode, so we're not worried about it just yet. That's if we don't go to Caelid next episode. I might just go over to Caelid to get that knocked out. So after we do the Phantom Wall, we can just proceed right into the capital, you know. So I'm going to go over my notes and just kind of see where we are. I mean, I already have notes on everything. But since I'm redoing the walkthrough, I'm also going over my notes to see if maybe, you know, we could do certain things in different orders for better benefits for us sooner, right? As far as maybe getting better weapons sooner. But we got to make sure that we're doing this level appropriate. It's not too hard on anybody because it is the walkthrough. We don't want to go somewhere too high level before we're actually ready for it. So that's just going to cause problems, and you know, we don't want that for anybody. Alright. Celebrate Skull. I think that's the one that gives you a trace amount of runes. Yeah. So on that weapon, you get like 10 runes every time you hit somebody. I mean, that sounds cool and all, but guys, you have to hit someone 1,000 times to be worth anything at all. You know? and that still wouldn't even be. But if you hit someone 1,000 times, you get 10,000 runes, and that would be 10% of a level. So, unless you like the weapon for itself, it's not worth it for that reason. Unless you got, like, you know, the start of the game. Alright, so go ahead and clear them out. Like I said, we're just, you know, at this point, combing each building, going around. Some have like little walkways surrounding them, and that's where you're gonna find a lot of the items. You'll see what I mean here in a second. They're like these little wooden platforms that circle the houses like this here. And this is just, you know, that's how you kind of want to be thorough to look for stuff. Bone shard, we already got everything out of the little shed. Now we can go on up here. Just kind of, you know, go around this side, make sure we're not missing nothing. That's just how you gotta do this place, you know what I mean? Now keep in mind, if you do miss something, it's not, like I said, it's not gonna be anything too crazy, so I wouldn't, you know, stress about it. But there are a few items. We drop down here, circle back around. I'm already probably, you know, 60% of the way through this place. It's, like I said, it's not big at all, guys. Go around the back here before we go up. This damages are right for the FP it uses. Because you can throw a couple out real quick and it's like not even moving your mana bar hardly. So that might be okay. Just keep in mind we're about to get to the back half of the game where all the enemies are going to start being wholly resistant. Now, if anyone's wondering, well, why suggest a faith build if the enemies are wholly resistant when the game starts getting tougher? Well, we have a loophole, as our weapon isn't doing holy damage. Our weapon is doing fire damage. So rest assured, like I was in the Halic tree where enemies are the most wholly resistant out of anywhere in the whole game, killing everything with 2 hits. So no, it's not a problem. And even when I was there with my weapon that did holy damage, it was about the same. So I know a lot of people say a lot of shit about that, but at the end of the day, you can't even notice. You know, I could. So I don't know why people let that ruin their whole faith playthrough. Oh, the first half it's good, then I gotta respec because whole faith falls off. No, faith does never fall off. That's just you guys being too mathematical about things. It's just because, you know, the math on something, you know, weapon might be stronger mathematically or enemy might take more damage mathematically. 2 hits is still 2 hits, whether it shows bigger numbers when it happens or not. If something dies in 2 hits from a magic weapon or 2 hits from a faith weapon, and the enemies are resistant to faith, as far as how it feels when you're playing the game, it feels no different. So, you know, you can't always go by what pretty numbers you see on the screen. If it has the same end result, it does not matter. So, I would still highly suggest a faith build over any other build your first time. Even with that. Like I said, it's just not noticeable. Alright, now we're about to the boss. This is going to be a new kind of God skin. We fight God skin nobles. This is going to be God skin apostles. Now you can't, they get, instead of getting fat and rolling around, these guys get all stretchy on you. So, that being said, keep that in mind. When he's halfway, he'll do weird stuff like that. But it's not, you know, too bad. You gotta deal with stuff like that. But you also have a shield, right? So, That was close. There's the stretchiness. I kind of just torque around it when that happens, you know what I mean? Not a big deal. And he's probably already dead or close to. Like I said, not too bad. It's different, but it's not much worse. Now the one we're going to fight, like I said, either next episode or in a few episodes in Caled, that one, he's much higher level. You can definitely tell the difference with him. But, yeah, it's nothing too crazy, guys. Let's go and rest. Now, when we wake back up, we can go talk to Millicent. So, you can go ahead and kill Millicent right now and get a talisman that's going to give you 5 points of dexterity and increase your attack power with successive attacks. Or we could do request the long way and get a talisman that just greatly increases the damage of successive attacks. I don't know, I kind of like the early one better, but I mean, if you're doing a fast dex build, it can be pretty damaging. But regardless, since it's a walkthrough, I'm going to do it the long way, you know what I mean? Just to show you guys how that gets done. Plus, there's an item we're going to need from that quest to get rid of one secret ending so we can get other endings.
Perhaps it is us.
So that's not the choice. Alright, so we got her dialogue. She's got rest, she should be gone. Okay, now there she goes. Alright, so Dominula's done. Now we need to get down in here. So let's go to Road of Inequity side path. And we'll just kind of work our way down into this lower area. Now this can be the last little bit of Altus we need to do before, you know, the actual Phantom Wall itself. So I usually like to start off by working my way down here, get any loose loot on the way, but we're going to go for the tree. So the tree's going to be a boss fight, and that's kind of where I like to start. So as soon as you get down here, make sure you take your Spirit Spring, and you'll see, you know, crafting materials, and you'll see a few loose loot items. Just pick them up on your way. There's no need to, you know, jump off the torrent and slowly comb a whole open world area, right? You know, it would just, I mean, probably take you forever when you could just kind of stay on torrent. Anything of actual note we have, you know, notes on, and it's going to be very curated. Go here, go there. But besides that, just little stuff. I'm not worried about telling you what the golden seed is because it's literally right out when you leave. Like, we just went from here straight ahead. That's where the golden seed is. It's literally on the way to the tree, so there's no need of, you know, really putting that on your map for you. Now you're going to see ruins. There's like 5 sets of little ruins around this place. So we're going to just, once we take him out and clear the little, you know, enemies right here, we're just going to put markers on all the ruins and go through them one at a time, getting all the items. Now this big guy, he's the main boss. I would summon, hopefully Mimic if you have it. We need to put this guy down as fast as we possibly can because this death blight is insane and it'll literally kill you in a matter of seconds. It's not over exaggeration, guys. So I would just say whatever big ass score you have, trust me on this. This guy does not fucking play. You can get rid of him immediately. That's why, I mean, it'll kill you in seconds, guys. Oh, come on. But you got iframes. Come on, Mimic. Spit out my Mimic now. And there you go. And I would highly suggest that way instead of actually fighting him. As, like I said, it'll take about 2 seconds for him to kill you. But that's the Speckled Heart tier and Crimson Crystal tier. So the hard tier boosts resistance and heals statuses and Miss Physic, then temporary boosts max HP. So it's just going to give you overall more health, you know, temporary and your mixed physic. Now we can just go through here, get all your crafting stuff, kill any enemies that are, you know, around the tree, and we'll move on. So as we get into these ruins, there's going to be more of those worm face guys. As you know, they spit out death blight. There's also going to be slugs, and the slugs are going to spit out this oily substance that make you fat roll. So it kind of locks you in place so that the worm faces can death blight you. So you really want to be on guard for that. But we're going to pull up our map, and you're going to start seeing ruins all over this place. So we're just going to mark them, you know, like kind of first to last in order. So we'll do 1. This is uphill. This is church uphill. Don't worry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess 5. We'll consider 5 our number 1 since it's right there. So let's go to 5 first. Honestly, forgot about it. It's so small, you know, on the map. It was kind of hard to see. And there's like 3 of these. 3 of the 5 that just have nothing in it. Only 2 things really have anything. And then we'll end this by going into the tunnel. It should lead us kind of right up to the tunnel as we're slowly going through and clearing all this out. So like I said, it's going to be worm faces and slugs. Already start with their death blight. The slugs are almost just as dangerous as the damn worm faces, because if you get locked in place, then one worm face lives. You know, it's going to death blight you because you're going to be locked and you can't move. Nomadic Warrior Cookbook, that is for Sweet Raisin and Warming Stone. Oh, let's go and quit out. Looks like we missed one. For anyone that doesn't know, this is, you know, what we do in case you missed a scare. Load them back in. We'll reset the world state and you'll be able to grab it. Where are you at, buddy? I hear you. And this is the ruins we were in. Did we miss him again? Alright, last time. He was supposed to be inside. Maybe he rolled outside of the ruins, though. So, if I don't get it this time, I'll just let you guys do this in your own time. I'm not, you know, worried about it. For myself, just worried about it for you guys. As long as you guys know it's there, mission accomplished. Yeah, you could have moved before I seen it. I hear you. See, I'm not seeing it. There it is. There you go. Ash of War Golden Slam. So that's just like that little butt slam we got from Limgrave, but it does holy damage. Probably something you're never going to use. That's what I said. I wasn't really worried about it. If it was like an incantation or something like that, it would have been. Alright, so this room, just make sure you're not missing anything. Now we can go for our number 1 marker. And it's probably better just to stay on foot to do this. Definitely take out your slugs as you see them. It only takes 1 throwing that oily shit on you to lock you in place. At least with the worm faces, you can just run and dodge. When you get locked in place, you're fucked. Oh, he already got me. Shit. See what I'm saying? That makes it easy to get death blighted. Look at that. We'd have been screwed. Oh shit. Yeah, it didn't last forever. You notice we're still bat rolling. Oh, we're about dead. Yeah. Don't want to play with that shit, guys. Do not want to play with that shit at all. Hey, that's what I said. It only takes 1 slug. Alright. Go back up. I mean, if we could line them all up. get behind them. Trying to try to dodge through it. They got me again. Yeah, but there's no more warm face left here at least, so we're safe for time being. Alright. Toronto lantern. It's better to this daytime, but we're not gonna miss nothing. This is second ruin. Now the steps aren't like illusionary steps in these ruins, so you're definitely gonna see where we need to go down. So we need to go for 2. Yeah, when it comes time to go down the stairs, you'll see the stairs there. They're not like hidden or anything like that. Don't even take the chance. And yeah, remember what I said, most of these ruins are empty, guys. But you just mark them all just in case. Just in case. Because yes, I did take notes on it, but when you got 5, 6 ruins all look identical, if I sit here and tell you the wrong one, then I gotta try to figure out what's the right one. That's gonna take a lot of time. You know what I mean? So I'd rather just mark them off. Plus, you know, you're able to get whatever items are there and whatever crafting shit's there. And not even worry about it. Go grab this. Okay, and it's very, very easy to get turned around. That was what I'm doing. Start there. That'd be 5. 1, 2. So we're at 3 right now. Yeah, 4 is gonna be your incantation, and I do know it's right by the tunnel. So, and that shield we picked up, it's a great shield that gradually restores HP. It's pretty much the same shield from Demon Souls, which is my favorite shield in that game. Not so much this game. Alright, so here's going to be our number 5, or true number 5. This is the worst one. There's going to be a shit ton of worm faces in here. Usually, pretty much, get most of them before they even spot shit. He's sitting right in front of the steps. Gonna hit this one. There's no more threat. You know, keep yourself nice and safe. Don't even take the risk. Like I said, we'll be able to come down here and get an incantation. It kind of just like pushes people away, but still, it's worth getting. Some people like it. That's Wrath the Gold. Just gonna do like a little burst of energy that pushes back foes, I think it says. Produces a golden shockwave that knocks back nearby foes. Charging increases the size of the shockwave. From there, the cave or the tunnel should be like right here by the jellyfish. And I always tell you guys that they're more of an indicator than anything else. So if you see jellyfish, you know something's there. And as we're already looking for a tunnel, we know, hey, this is most likely it, right? So follow this straight back. See, I know that, and I'm so comfortable with that fact, I don't need to pull up the map to tell me that, you know, we need to go here. Look around for any loot, just in case. Alright. And we'll hit our drop-offs, because I know we're about to the part of the game where, you know, it stops giving us stuff on drop-offs. But just in case there's one more. But yeah, like, in the early parts of the game, it was like every drop-off had something. Even if it wasn't nothing too crazy, they all had something at least. Now it's just not really a thing anymore. How many flasks do we have? Alright, we only get one more upgrade on our flask and we're fully maxed out. So you're only going to get 14 flasks. Now how you allocate them is up to you. There's going to be a lot of, well, you're going to have miners, you're going to have marionettes, and you're going to have snails. snails may just be in one room. Make sure you roll through your crates and get your smithing 5s. See, Altus is where this stuff's really going to pile up at. Now, this tunnel also leads to another bell bearing. And so does the one on the other side of the Phantom Wall. There's your snails. And really look around every limb. Like, there's even one last tree limb, like right before the boss fight. And you can't really tell, but right behind it's a smithing stone. You know what I mean? So, make sure you're checking all of them. So there's going to be a couple avionets flying around, and up top there's going to be a guy just spamming glintstone scrap at you. So I would just run for him first. He's already on it. Alright, now this is just a little side path anyway, so we'll just start, you know, from the very top and then work our way down. And I know there's an avionet behind me. I just shield. There he is. There's going to be a few more. Now this is the tunnel I told you last episode we had to take out that cave. Otherwise that big guy would be throwing rocks at us. Well, this is that tunnel. Now when we get out here, we have to walk up these kind of shady branches. They don't really feel too safe. You'll be able to look across and actually see the other cave we did, and you'll realize what I'm talking about. Let's get to the center, back towards where we came in. Turn out the guys grabbing your stones. Yeah, one more underneath. Then we'll take our side path out. Now that's going to lead to a branch, and it's going to lead us out to a talisman that increases our weight load. So it would be the +1 version of our Arsenal Charm, but now that we already got the Great Arsenal Charm from that quest, that's the best one you're going to get. But if we wouldn't have done that yet, this would, you know what I mean, this would be your upgraded version, but we already got the best one. But 2 of them are from, like, just finding them in the world, and one's from a quest, so that's kind of the difference. We'll hit the very bottom one. Now, there's a little hump right here, kind of give it a little jump. Or, you know, you could easily go on the side. So, like I said, Arsenal Charm +1. We can just drop down. That's one we already did. We need to drop down one more time. So, try to hit this branch again. This one's a little sketchy, too, to be honest, but... Get him. Get him. Get your scrap. Then now we gotta go back up. I don't remember there being anything down. You know, I never checked if like a false wall though. I didn't think so, but you never know. Always worth checking. Alright. Now we can go back in. And we're pretty much to this place already. We're just going to go to the right, grab a couple more stones, and hit the boss fight. It's going to be a double crystalline boss fight. Now, we've already done a few triple crystalline boss fights, so, you know, what's a double crystalline to us? And these ones don't have rock either, so they're actually a lot easier, in my opinion. Like I said, right before the boss fight, it's going to be a little limb with another stone. Here's snail. Alright, now since it is a crystalline, as always, get that blunt weapon ready. So that's going to be your best option. Explain to you guys how this fight goes. We all know by now, you know, how to take these assholes out. Anything with blunt damage, anything with strike damage, that's what we're after. You know, it's really easy. There's not much really schooling you guys on that one and teaching you how to do anything because, you know, it's just crystallines. But then that gets you your somber bell bearings. Now, what we're going to want to do is we've already cleared all this, we've already done Dominula, and we've already done our array all the way back over to the Bridge of Inequity. So that's everything, and you know, it's time to get into our Phantom Outer Wall, We're already 45 minutes in, but we still have our tower, so we should have just enough time to do this. So what we want to do, guys, is where's the best one to start? Because that's gonna put us up top. We'll be at the bottom. So probably the fastest route is, yeah, to just go back to the start. I was gonna go over to the other side of the bridge, and I was like, well, fuck, this will put us right at the beginning, so this is just gonna be the best. Now what we're gonna have to do is solve a puzzle tower. This is the hardest one in the game to solve, in my opinion. Maybe the one, I mean, I know how to do it, so it's gonna be easy, but like when you're going through a blind playthrough and finding this shit your own, oh my god. It's very, very, very tough. So just go ahead and put this here. We're kind of just going straight, and then you're gonna see broken up bridges on your left. When you see those, you want to go through them. But yeah, because what this has is it's gonna have these little imps that you can't hurt but can hurt you. And you get rid of them by interacting with these little podiums, I guess you can call them. These little spectral, I don't know, spectral signs, I guess. And when you light these, it's like lighting 3 towers, kind of. I'll grab this side of Grace. But you have to find them, and one's hidden inside of a rock, literally. And it's way away from the tower. There's no sign to really tell you where it is. You'll see what I mean here really, really shortly. So, if you're far away on top of the hill, you see a tower sitting here. But when you get up close, you don't. Now, these are the signs. So when you read this, touch 3 Phantom Crests. That's what they are, Phantom Crests. You have to find 3 of these, touch all of them, but you do have the map. So with the map, it kind of tells you where they are, right? So you see the tower, you see the one right in front of it we're looking at right now. The one's going to be behind it to the left. Then if you notice, there's one just way across the map somewhere else. You know what I mean? So as you touch this one, it's going to get rid of... So you didn't even see the guys. But you will on the next one. So, go over here. No, it's right around here somewhere. I think that's it. So once you light the first one, where the tower was, you're going to go to the left. We'll get that item here in a second. This will be your second one. Now when you get near it, you're going to see these imps. And actually, you can hit the imps. I mean, they can hurt you, and you can hit them, but they'll keep coming back until you interact with the crest. Then, they'll die off. It takes a minute, too. So there's 2 of them. And we'll go ahead and grab this item. I'll just run through these guys. I think it's just crafting shit. Yeah. Nicholas Lily. Now, the third one is all the way somewhere else. So we're just going to run way out. And you're looking for the broken bridge. So it's going to be like right over here, guys. I mean, if I can leave the map up longer, I will. So remember, one was here, just like the map showed. Then the other one they showed by a bridge. And one of the sides, I forget which side, there's just going to be like a rock on top of a hill. Like right up under the broken bridge, and that's where we're going. And I'll show you what the rock looks like, but yes, it is extremely hard to find on your own. But there's also some items like right under the pillars of the bridge we can grab. So here's, the left side of the bridge. We can go over here, grab this. And the rock does kind of look out of place. It's like a weird shade. Unfortunately, it's daytime right now. Or it's nighttime. And there's a tree. I do believe it's the other side, but like I said, should be a ledge. If the rock isn't right there, okay. So stick to this top ledge, we have a jump right over here. Or no, it's the other side, my bad. Jump over here. Grab that. Then run through your marker, and the rock's like right over here. In fact, that's the rock right there. So, on your map, if you see Forest Span and Great Bridge, that's the bridge that side of Grace was on. If you guys remember, we took that main road Then it's right where the transporter was. It's next to their half, so it's right under there. Literally right where I am. So just to the left of that bridge, but underneath, you're gonna see this rock that looks really out of place. And it is glowing. You can see the seals under it. Just smack that. Now you have done that. And we try to get back to this tower. So let's go ahead and put a marker there though. So this is another instance. Oh shit. This is going to be another instance where instead of getting a memory stone, you're going to get some spells. So these are going to be more like night sorcery spells, which will be boosted by the Staff of Floss that we picked up in Caelid. One's called Unseen Blade, which I'm pretty sure is kind of like your Karen Slicer, but the enemy isn't able to see it. Now, I don't do much with sorcery, as, you know, like I told you guys, when I do intelligence build, it's about the melee weapons. With that being said, I do try to read, you know, a lot of item descriptions and, you know, take notes on a lot of stuff and things like that. So, but yeah, from my understanding, it's like a carried slicer that the enemy can't see. All night sorceries are like that. It's like Night Comet. It shoots a projectile the enemies can't see. Come get your slumbering eggs. Crafting item, obviously. And you're going to get Unseen Form and Unseen Blade. I think one turns you invisible and the other one turns a blade like carrying slicer invisible, so they aren't able to see it, which is going to raise the chances of you actually being able to, you know, land that. Now, I can't honestly think of anything else we have in Altus besides this top section right here. Like, we'll start going. Like, anyways, I said last episode, we're actually going to start down here. Outer Wall Phantom Tree. That's where we did the double tree sentinel boss fight. But you run this way, and there's going to be a church that has a seal for Faith Imp builds. And then we go over here, get a camp with, I think, the highest damaging colossal weapon in the game, that really big hammer that Great Horn Tragoth was using. We have to get that and fight an ulcerated tree spirit for the golden seed. Then we're going to come to a very bottom portion, because that's kind of like up on a cliff. So we drop down the cliff, come here, we get an Ash of Boar. I think it's called Golden Land. Every time you use Ash of Boar, it hits somebody really hard, and it gives you 30% of your health. Then we'll go into the tunnel to get the regular Smithing Stone Bell Bearing 2, allowing you to get infinite 3s and 4s. And then we're just going to kind of work our way up here. Gargoyle, Scarab, fight with like a very weak version of Margit, like an astral projection of herself who drops the Viridian Amber Medallion +1. And it's just like some loose loot, and we're going to go out this road, then take everything over here on heroes' graves and churches. We'll get a larval tier, but there's a tower. It's all types of shit. So yeah, but we are going to start down here, just kind of do everything up to this road. Then we're going to come out here, like I said, and do everything at the top. It's like a big circle. And then the following episode, we'll do everything to this side of the road over here. And after you do that, the very last thing you'll do is fight a Draconic Tree Sentinel. They're way worse than regular Tree Sentinels. And that gives you access to the capital. So, what I would like to do is either, you know, go ahead and knock all this out. Go ahead and get up to the side of Grace. Then go down here, knock out the top portion of Caelid and the Moonlight Altar, or we could put a pin in it, like put a pin in this for now, go down, do the top portion of Caelid, the Moonlight Altar, and get it all done, so moving forward we don't have to look behind ourselves for anything else besides some bell bearings and the 4 belfries, you know what I mean? So you guys, this is going to be my last episode for the night, so let me just sleep on it tonight, and we'll figure it out, because I would like to know just everything behind us is done, as I'm sure you guys would too, knowing, hey, we can just move forward to the end game. Because after the you know, like I said, after we finish up Caelid, Moonlight Altar, 4 belfries, and we do all this stuff and get into the capital, guys, it's just the capital for Forbidden Lands, which is just a through path. It literally takes like 10 minutes to do. So really it's just the capital. So after the capital, it's Mountaintops of the Giants, Fair Missoula, Consecrated Snowfield, Halic Tree. That's it. And Consecrated Snowfield and Halic Tree are optional zones. So technically it's just Mountaintops of the Giants, Fair Missoula in-game. You know, So like that's what I'm saying. We're getting there. So I do at a certain point, whether it's going to be next or after the Phantom Wall area, we got to get the rest of Caelid and Moonlight Altar wrapped up. So like I said, it's either going to be next episode or it's going to be in 2 episodes. I'm not sure yet. So y'all give me the night. I'm going to go through my notes, see what's going to be best for us, and then we'll go ahead and move forward. The only thing I'm worried about is going to be the War Dead Catacombs down here in Caelid. As it's such high level, you can do that at the end of the game because that's what kind of level those enemies are on there. And then obviously over here, for those that know, where you get Tish from the Everjail fight, is a very hard fight with Electro. Um, it's a Black Knife Assassin. It's a very hard fight. So I want to make sure, that we're going to be ready for this. But y'all just give me till tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for today. See, right now, the last episode I posted was 25. So I have 15 episodes to upload. So you guys will have plenty to get you by while I figure out, what our best course of action is. So I'm just going to start uploading a bunch of stuff now so you guys have stuff to, for the walkthrough for a few days. But regardless, just in case, let's go ahead and jump on over to Outer Wall Phantom Tree in case I decide, hey, let's just do this first, finish up where we're at before we go to Caelid. At least we'll be, in the right area for it. Now, we do need, 92,000? I don't know if we're going to have enough. We're at 70. I don't think I'm having enough. That's only 78. I mean, I guess if I popped all my shit, but I'm really trying to get these levels up. Yeah, I'm going to have to pop all of them. We'll get more. I ain't worried about them. I want to get my levels up. There we go. Yeah, we're at 35 faith, so skip. 35 strength. I like to just do them increments of 5, 35 and 35 and 40 and 40. As we continue on, we'll, get more and more access to more weapons and more incantations and stuff like that. But with the levels we have in faith right now, when we do get to mountaintops of the giants, we could already use all of our fire type incantations, and that's what this build's going for. The build I'm putting together for people. So, we already got the faith we need. Anything else right now is just higher weapon requirements for strength and really just scaling. Just, for us to get more damage. So I do have this boost in damage. So our regular damage right now is at 656. And I still have a Somber 10. I probably should go ahead and use... In fact, let's go ahead and do that real quick. I'll get more Somber 10s. Because I'd like to see, what our damage is going to be, because this is also going to give us better scaling with this last upgrade. Well, I know that's not enough runes, but we'll sell some shit if we have to. So I need 4,500. That's it. Alright, so now... 707. Now, when our scaling comes into play, as we get more levels of strength and faith every time, we'll be getting more and more damage. So we're getting a B scaling in faith and C at strength and dex. So, only thing can give us more damage now is scaling. So now it's going to start mattering. You know what I mean? So we'll be locked and ready to go there. But yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here in between episodes. I'm going to try to get, my other weapon upgraded, maybe my shield upgraded. And we'll meet back at either Phantom Wall or in Caelid. I'll let y'all know here shortly. So please subscribe for more Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree walkthroughs, and we will see y'all next time.